pasando aquí? Yo no sé, pero algo está en química está pasando aquí. Yo no sé qué es lo que pasa. Dígame qué pasa. Algo está. No sé, hay que mirar. ¿Qué pasa aquí? ¿Qué pasa aquí? No entiendo. Es secreto. ¿Cómo que secreto? Yo no entiendo por qué secreto. Porque clasificado, pero la gente quiere ver. ¿Qué pasa?
No, nada que ver.
Algo que ver aquí. Bueno, ya checamos. ¿Dónde está el cuate? Espérese, el cuate. ¿Dónde está el cuate? ¿Y la música? ¿El Jerry? ¿Dónde está Jerry? ¿Dónde está la música? Ya veremos.
Otro perdido.
Estos perdidos por acá. Bueno, vamos, no. Tell me a little bit about the ice cascara coconut latte and the milk matcha. Espresso shots, did you hear that? So it's gonna pump us up. We're gonna be all jived up, having a little meeting, talking, it'll be all a beautiful thing, right? And if it does, he said it should be. He changed it now. Before he said it is, I guarantee it, or it's free. All right, brother, cool. So thank you very much. So what are the girls doing? They're starting to get ready. Go let's see.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Saludos. Además ahí.
In the morning, el Cholo en Tijuana. Ya llegamos. Y perdí el cuate. Y también el chavo, la cubana y Mini en casa. Aquí estamos disfrutándonos en mi amado Tijuana, Baja California, México. ¿Dónde está el cuate? No entiendo qué pasa.
¿Dónde está?
No.
Sí, estamos buscando al cuate.
¿Dónde está el cuate?
Perdido otra vez.
Todavía está perdido. Ahora ya me también. ¿Qué pasa? No entiendo qué pasa.
¿Dónde está?
Bueno, le vamos a buscar.
Sí,
Creo que está por aquí.
estamos buscando al cuate.
Creo que está por aquí.
¿Dónde?
Yo no sé, siento que está por aquí. El cuate, he gotta be around here somewhere. ¿Dónde está? Está perdido. I think, vamos a buscarlo.
Ok, vamos.
Ok, vamos.
Ok.
¿Dónde está el cuate? Es que la cosa ya viene. ¿Dónde está el cuate? Yo no sé dónde está el cuate, pues. El cuate le buscamos, lo encontramos. ¿Dónde está el cuate, pues? Yo no entiendo. ¿Sabes qué? Ahí está, yo creo que lo encuentro. ¿Dónde está el cuate? No entiendo. ¿El cuate dónde está? ¡El cuate lo encontramos! ¿Dónde está el cuate? El cuate está así, no entiendo.
Tocando la guitarra
El perdido ya está, el cuate ya lo encontramos.
en la fiesta de la playa. ¿Cómo estás? Ya me encontraron.
Ya me encontraron. El Cholo aquí, mira este chavo que pasa para mí. Oh, ya me pegó. ¿Pero quién crees que está aquí? ¿Qué crees? Encontramos a Jerry. Ahí está Jerry, ahí el chavo. El chavo está aquí, mira ahí. Mira el que andaba perdido. Ya lo encontramos. Todo está bien y nos vamos de aquí.
Fierro para adelante, mi compa, con el hijo del rey y su redimido cierreño.
Hijo del rey.
No me atemoriza, mi arma es una Biblia. Nadie me apadrina, a mí me promueve el de arriba. Narcos y billetes, drogas y pandillas. Vengo por basura porque Dios cambió mi vida. No me atemorizan, mi arma es una Biblia. Nadie me apadrina, a mí me promueve el de arriba. Narcos y billetes, drogas y pandillas. Tengo por basura porque Dios cambió mi vida. Estaba en miseria, mi vida perdía, pero con Jesucristo me gané la lotería.
Ya, el mundo se asombra porque ya no camino con su onda. Desde que andamos con Cristo, mi compa, nací de nuevo y dejé de hacerle al diablo ronda. Ni party ni drogas, no más vida loca. Soy nueva criatura, Jesús es mi roca. Pa' ni pa' tomar impulso, dejamos las cosas del mundo. Y si predico pa' las calles es porque Dios me puso.
Antes estaba solo, abandonado, triste y ciego. Ahora yo tengo a Cristo y sé que en Él todo lo puedo. Por eso yo nunca lo niego, con el pecado yo no juego. Antes matando la quigua, ahora matando mi ego. En el barro me esconde de todos paisanos pa' que no me vieran drogado. Desde que tengo a Jesucristo, puedo
puedo acercarme confiado. Allá andan rolando en la ranfla, siempre bien arremangados. Pero en Jesús hay libertad de todos sus pecados.
No me atemorizan, mi alma es una Biblia. Nadie me apadrina, a mí me promueve el de arriba. Narcos y billetes, drogas y pandillas tengo por basura porque Dios cambió mi vida. No me atemorizan, mi alma es una Biblia. Nadie me apadrina, a mí me promueve el de arriba. Narcos y billetes, drogas y pandillas tengo por basura porque Dios cambió mi vida.
Aquí nos vendemos drogas para generar solo unos cuantos ingresos. Sabemos que la salvación no se puede comprar ni con todos los pesos. No necesito respaldo de una gang o pandilla. Mi mejor protección se encuentra en la Santa Biblia. Aquí no quebramos la ley, no, porque represento al reino. Aunque me ataquen demonios, mi oración les hace un KO. Ando en otro level, homie 24/7. Yo no tengo miedo, el de arriba me protege.
No me impresionan los billetes de un mundo de falsedad. Lo que es de Dios bien permanece aunque sea en la austeridad. Armados vamos preparados predicando la verdad. Son los comandos de León, el de la tribu de Judá. No me atemorizan, mi alma es una Biblia. Nadie me apadrina, a mí me promueve el de arriba. Narcos y billetes, drogas y pandillas tengo por basura porque Dios cambió mi vida. No me atemorizan, mi alma es una Biblia. Nadie me apadrina, a mí me promueve el de arriba. Narcos y billetes, drogas y pandillas tengo por basura porque Dios cambió mi vida.
La cuarta tribu está en la casa, brother, yeah. Talento de México, you know what I mean, yeah. Directamente desde Nayarit, Chilo está en la casa, yeah. Pepe Cantarel, directo desde Reynosa. El hijo del rey Ángel Rocha, directamente desde Chihuahua capital. Galván en los controles, you know what it is, brother. Mi padrino es el de arriba, yeah.
Órale, mi gente, what's going on, man? This is el Cholo.
¡El cuate!
¡El Vini!
Como que el vato se olvidó quién era. No entiendo.
Es que él pensaba que primero las damas, las mujeres.
¿Cuándo en este show he sido las damas primero?
Pero es el Cholo
Siempre.
y el
No, no
cuate.
manches. When has the girls ever gone first right here? You know, Cholo always does things out of order.
Hay una cubana que siempre va primero.
Exacto.
Sí, bueno, antes de ella, pero no primero. No me la quites, bro. I mean, la cubana. It's bad enough the homegirl didn't show up to work today. Ya van 2 semanas, man. Last week she didn't hear because she's not a Dodger fan. No es fan de los Dodgers. Como no es fan de los Dodgers, no llegó el amor a trabajar. Ahora she's talking about, I gotta go sing at a church. I said, no manches, what about your job? And I'm just kidding, man. We told Diana it was all good. Go and do your Jesus thing. It's a beautiful thing because that's the reason why we're here, man. To reflect, you know what I'm saying? Some loose and some dark places.
And we're here to have a good time.
We're here to have a good time, absolutely. Órale, you want to talk about having a good time, bro? Let me tell you. Tonight is the night to laugh. Es la noche para reírte porque este vato que está con nosotros, no manches, número uno, el vato es un super mega rete que veterano. O sea, the vato has been around, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, and then...
¿Bigote?
No, he actually shaved for the show, bro. No tiene bigote el vato today, you know?
Pero
I was hoping he would have had the brocha and órale, vato, what's happening, Cholo? But he
Pero
didn't
es que
come
no
in
todos son iguales, cuate. Cada quien tiene su estilo, aunque
That's
sean
right.
veteranos.
That's right.
Aunque
Hey,
sean cholos, son diferentes.
oye, but check this out. This is what I like about this particular person who's coming tonight. Number one, o sea, la cosa número uno aquí es esto, que este camarada, su comedia que hace es limpia. O sea, it's clean comedy. So I'm gonna get into all that with him. I'm gonna let him speak a little bit about all that type of stuff. But esto es algo muy diferente, muy raro. Y una cosa that I was telling you guys last time about was that from the beginning, we were supposed to have a comedian and he was supposed to battle El Chavo. You guys remember that?
Like a showdown.
Yeah. What was that? What was the name of that vato? I don't even remember, but he was from Costa Rica or some crazy Latino country out there. El Payasito, we called him, right? Yeah. And then he was supposed to battle against El Chavo, and the vato just ranked out y ya nunca vino.
Era uno que nos miraba, que miraba el show.
Yeah,
Lo
yeah.
íbamos a invitar.
Yeah, exactly.
Lo invitamos, de hecho, pero...
Yeah, lo invitamos, pero no, el vato no llegó, you know what I mean? So,
But for the first time, we're gonna have a
we're gonna
comedian
live
tonight, huh?
comedian. Yeah, in minutos, in minutes. Aquí va a estar la cosa.
I've been excited, Cholo. I've been waiting all week long.
Check this out, bro. Ahí te va otra más, eh? One more thing to add to it. The vato came with friends, homie.
Hey.
Yeah, he came with friends y también trajo otras cosititas that I don't even know what the hell you brought in that bag, bro. Pero aquí tiene algo, bro, and we're gonna have a good time tonight. Y vamos a empezar esta noche realmente con una entrevista de él. Entonces vamos a ir a un video ahorita, ¿verdad? Un videito a ver qué es lo que vamos a hacer.
También hay que preguntarles a ustedes. Let's ask you, do you like comedy?
Do you like comedy?
Tell us on the chat.
¿Cómo no van a gustar comedy, bro? I think
¿Qué
they
les
should be
gusta?
liking comedy,
Películas
right?
chistosas, comedy films, or do you like to go see stand-up? Tell us what you like.
Simón.
Yeah.
Oye, I want to give a couple of shout-outs real quick, man. Este primer shout-out es a Luis Luján. ¿Qué onda, papi chulo, man? Thank you for tuning in desde Tijuana. Baja California está en la casa. Parece que Damaris Elaine está mirándonos. Now, I don't understand how Damaris Elaine is watching us right now. O sea, you're going to confuse me. Did you go sing at a church tonight or not? What's happening? Are you...
Creo que su tableta está aquí.
Ah, okay. Because I was like, I don't understand how Damaris Elaine, ¿cómo es que esta mujer no llegó a trabajar esta noche, pero aquí está saludándonos?
Yo veo a alguien de Londres aquí.
Yeah.
London
No,
Fresh.
¿cómo que? London Raw, yeah.
Ahí anda.
Ese vato sí está por ahí, London Fresh. Yo no lo miro en mi página, yo no sé por qué,
Sí,
bro.
es que está ahí como Tomás.
Manuel Tomás.
Yeah, pero
Es
no, yo ni lo miro aquí en mis
¿Cómo
cosas.
que no? Sí, ahí está.
No, ¿dónde? Aquí no está.
No, es que
bueno,
es
como
para
que,
no.
bueno, está bien, no hay problema.
London Fresh.
¿Qué onda, papá? Te llamé
Catracho.
hace rato, no contestarte, papi, pero no problem, man, no problem. Joel Orozco's watching. What's going on, my man? He says, my boy Eddie, what's good? Hey, bro, I've been going by the Home Depot. I don't see you, vato. Like, do you not work there no more? What's happening, man? But check this out. You're gonna like this tonight, man. We got Bobby G is in the casa, my people. Bobby G's in the house. Entonces, we're gonna go into a little video right now. What video do you guys want to go into? You want to show people what he does, or should we? You know what I mean? Is that a good one? Let's get into that.
It's a 1 minute one.
Sí. Ajá.
Let's get into
A
the
ver lo
1
que
minute
hace
real quick.
nuestro
David
invitado.
Leiva para ver qué es lo que hace Bobby G. Este video vas a mirar al camarada que va a estar con nosotros en solamente 90 segundos. Anda pues, David Leiva, chécate el video. Vamos pues.
What's a real movie? What about American Me? That's what I'm talking about, ese. That's what I'm talking about. Monos that are real hard. Not that Napoleon Dynamite stuff.
Hey,
Man,
man.
you youngsters.
Hey, you
don't
don't
know what time it
understand.
is.
Hey, man, I'm a youngster, old school, okay? Like, my movies are Napoleon Dynamite. I did watch the movie you made me watch, man. I didn't want to watch it. It was American.
What, you
Me,
get scared
man.
or what?
Now that I get scared, homie, I will never eat rice again, homie. Not even rice-a-roni, Uncle Ben, homie. Not even Abuelita's rice anymore. Thanks to you, man. Talking about watching, you know. And I told you, I thought Napoleon Dynamite was a Cholo movie because it said it was PG-13, homie.
Yeah, they had a couple of cholos, supposedly, but those vatos were not even real cholos. Those vatos were fake cholos, man.
Yeah.
You know, this generation of cholos is gone, man. The OGs are no longer around, they say.
That was too much. You know what's crazy about sitting right here with the legend, bro, is that you never know if you're gonna ask the right questions. Bobby G,
you're the
what's
right
up,
man.
homie? How
Aquí
you doing, my
nomás,
man?
right here, just kicking it, chilling right
Yeah.
here. Gracias for
Yes.
inviting me.
No.
Appreciate it. And That word you say, que manchas, or what is it?
Que no manchas.
Que no manchas.
Yeah.
Well, I think I manchar myself right now by accident. I am old. I am 62 years old, so, you get a little bit of accidents.
You get a little bit.
Yeah, poquitas accidentes pasan porque yo soy un retired cholo, right?
A retired cholo.
Retired cholo because the arthritis is kicking in. La artritis, ya no puedo, la pistola se me cae, tú sabes, pero... Yeah, I'm having a great time so far. I'm really blessed to have the opportunity to know you, El Cholo, and stuff like that. So we have something in common.
Simón.
El Cholo y el Cholo.
El Cholo y el Cholo. El más Cholo. I think this vato, you know what I mean? Como tienes 62, bro, you're estás más allá que para acá que mí, bro.
Yeah, dinosaur, right?
No, nada de eso. Puro veterano, good said. But you know what, my brother? Let me help you out porque we got something happening right here. We want to put
okay, no wonder.
Now you can hear. Now you can hear right.
Yeah.
And we got to take care of each other, bro. You know what I mean? I saw that his the little thing was off, bro, and I got to take care of my boy.
Start a new style.
Absolutely. Good stuff, man. Hey, so Bobby G, bro, I guess the first question that I have for you, and just so you know, we're going to go back and forth. We're going to do English and Spanish and stuff like that. I guess the first question that I have for you, my brother, is, life must have taken you through a whole lot of turns in order for you to realize that comedy in some way was gonna be a way out. So that's my question is, what road did life take you? And before you respond, I just wanna let the people know that are watching in Spanish what I asked you.
Okay.
Entonces lo que yo le pregunté a mi gente allá mirando en español fue que en la vida realmente muchas diferentes cosas deben de estar pasando en tu vida que tú aprendes y por medio de eso él se dio cuenta que él puede decir chistes, que él actualmente puede, ¿cómo se dice?, hacer a la gente reír. Y para mí eso es algo muy lindo, ¿verdad? Que puede hacer a la gente reír, que realmente es lo que hacemos en este show. Ese es el punto, right? To make people laugh, to transmit a spirit of joy and stuff. Entonces, espero que también la gente que está mirando ahorita en pantalla van a escucharlo, van a entender lo que está diciendo. Voy a tratar de traducir. Y él también habla un cachito de Spanish. So, do you still remember the first question?
Very poquito. Well, yeah, like you said, life took me in a lot of journeys, Mi vida que vivía era vida de drogas, de pandillas en el este de Los Ángeles. So being raised in East LA was real rough for me, and getting involved with drugs and gangs, was tough for me. But I always have been a comedian, a clown. Siempre he sido chistes con la gente y cuando estaba con mis camaradas, siempre andaba haciendo chistes. Every time when I was with my homeboys, I'll be telling jokes and stuff like that, but I got caught up with heroin addiction.
Wow.
Me puse adicto a la heroína por 17 años. 17 years I was addicted to heroin, and that was the roughest time in my life. I tried to stop, I couldn't, and I relapsed, go back and forth. Siempre paraba por un ratito, luego de vueltas para atrás a la misma cosa, la heroína. Pero yo sé que Dios es el que me dio la libertad. Jesus Christ was the one that set me free. I didn't need no 12-step. All I needed was one step, and that was to Christ. So, I just started serving the Lord, and, it's been 25 years I've been clean without no drugs, without no alcohol, nothing.
That is something else, man. In the background, we're also going to have some clapping, bro, because that's just an amazing feat. I can't even believe it, man. I mean, 25 years once again. Oh my God, it's a beautiful thing, man. Cholo's been 16 years on December 26, clean sober, serving the Lord también. Y la verdad, a mí me ha dado mucha oportunidad de estar en diferentes países, ¿verdad? Estar en México, estar en diferentes lugares. Y la verdad, yo cuando te miré ese día en ese evento para una amiga que desafortunadamente ya fue con el Señor hace un par de días, God bless you and rest in peace, Alexis. Forgive me for a quick minute while I get off topic, but Alexis went home, man. Anybody that's watching, la gente que está mirando ahorita, Alexis went home. We went a couple of weeks ago where me and Bobby G met. We had an opportunity to be there with her, with all of the brothers, with God's Crow, Rick Fester Lopez, with Risen de Anda, Mayra. all her family, and all of the brothers, man. You know, St. Paul, you know, David, the preacher, the people's preacher, all of the brothers were there, man. And that's where I had the privilege and the blessing of meeting Bobby G, man. And I just got to say, bro, I mean, I'm a big believer that coincidence doesn't exist. That things that happen for a reason.
That's right.
You know, so praise God that you've been clean and sober and doing this. Let's get into right now the comedy, like, you know, because I know that Cuate is going to ask you a question here in a minute as well. But I want to know, like, at what point in life, maybe I would imagine in your sobriety, did you realize you can make people laugh? Because that's a beautiful gift.
Well, you know what? My friends always told me, man, you should be a comedian. This was after I got saved. They go, you should be a comedian. You're always, making people laugh. I said, it's one thing to make people laugh when you're, cabulando and clowning around. Cuando andas, con los camaradas diciendo chistes. Es una cosa diferente when you're on stage. And people kept on telling me, you should be a comedian, you should be. And I was like, nah, that's not for me. So one time, I said, why not try it? And I went to this church. My first stand-up comedy was at a Victory Outreach Church.
Is that right?
Calza Victoria Iglesia. La primera vez que hice mi comedia, ¿hice comedia?
Yeah, comedia.
Mi comedia, and I know a poquito Spanish. Spensa. Sé las palabras, pero en español, pero tú sabes.
Significan otra cosa.
Yeah, that's right. So, I did it, and people were laughing.
Wow.
And I said, wow, So I started here and there doing it, and that's how it evolved. I've only been doing comedy for 3 or 4 years at the most and stuff like that, and so.
So the interesting thing to me about that is that, I'm going to say it in Spanish. Entonces, lo que él está diciendo es de que cuando él estaba junto con los camaradas, los amigos, pasando un buen tiempo, que en esos momentos es cuando realmente él como que le dijeron, bro, debes de ser comediante, o sea, porque siempre tenía a los camaradas, los homies, ¿verdad? Riéndose, ¿verdad? Entonces, bueno, ¿tú tienes una pregunta para él también?
Oh, sí, yes.
I put him on blast right now, right?
Okay. No, we know that I actually saw a picture. Yo vi una foto de ti. You were actually at the Improv.
Yes.
If you could share with us a little bit of that experience, por favor nos compartes cómo fue esa experiencia en ese lugar de donde van los comediantes meros.
Great question.
Well, that guy that was Wi-Fi, rest in peace, he goes by Cholo.
Okay.
He's the one, this is the interesting story. When I started doing comedy, I was sending videos. Cuando comencé a hacer mi comedia, comencé a mandar videos a diferentes comedians para decirles, what do you think of, ¿cómo piensas de mi comedy? What do you think about my comedy?
Simón.
So I was sending different videos, and a lot of them were turning me down, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Come on, shame the devil, tell the truth.
Like, órale, este vato.
Yeah.
Dame tu dirección para que te vaya a buscar. But anyways, so, this one guy goes, you know what? I know a guy by the name of Cholo.
Okay.
He might be able to help you. So me introdució a un amigo que se llama Cholo. Era un comedian también. Y me introdució y me dice, aquí estoy en la ciudad de Whittier, voy a hacer un show. He goes, ven y we'll talk. And I said, okay. So lo que hago, voy. Y cuando voy se queda el Cholo mirándome.
Uh-huh.
He stays looking at me.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, man, ¿le debo feria o qué, man? Porque me andaba mirando como, me debes feria.
This is Joe
Cholo.
Órale.
So anyways, he goes, I know you. Dice, te conozco. Y es cuando dije, híjole, ya valió. Le debo feria o lo robé o algo.
From back in the days cuando era un locochón.
Yeah.
Dale, bro.
Y luego me dice, I remember you.
Okay.
Me acuerdo de ti en tu barrio.
Really?
Y tenía 10 años de ese joven. Y yo me acuerdo cuando estabas en la esquina con tus homeboys.
Wow.
Andabas con la heroína y tomando con tus homeboys.
Bro.
Y él dijo, I remember you. Pero lo tremendo de esto me dice, siempre pensaba de ti, como, ¿qué ha pasado con este vato? Wow. Y aquí estás. A comedian.
That's
and
crazy,
y pastor. Me dice, man. So me dice, okay, te voy a dar 5 minutos on stage. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to go on stage.
So he had his own. He had his own comedy store.
No, it was at a Sage in Whittier. like a club.
Okay.
And he was doing like American Me.
Okay.
Thing, and so he was getting comedians. So I just went to go meet him.
Okay.
Nomás fui a conocerlo y le dije, hey, te voy a dar 5 minutos en stage.
Okay.
So me puso arriba y comencé mi cosa y me dice, hey. He goes, you got it, man. You got it. And
you got the gift. That was the first time you were on stage.
That was the third time, but the first time was at the church.
At the church, that's right.
But this is the first time on like an event, like
at an event,
a nightclub type. Yeah.
Do you remember how many people were there at that event that day?
At that time, maybe about 150 or something.
But that's a good amount of people for not having been.
Yeah.
I say, what about at the church event? How many people were at the church event?
That was a lot more.
Really?
About 200, 250.
Really?
Because, Victory Outreach, a lot of the churches are pretty big, established.
Yeah.
So había como 150 personas y se andaban riendo, se andaban riendo los chistes. So, that was, así es como conocí yo el Cholo y es cuando me comenzó a usar y él hizo el show en el improv. He goes, hey, Bobby, quiero invitarte al improv. I go, me? Dije, yo estoy nuevo.
Really? Wow,
he goes,
bro.
No.
Soldier, ya es hora. Contacta.
Si me dieran a elegir una vez más este camino que bien no ha sido fácil, yo volvería a aceptar el caminar. Voy con el king aunque todo se vea frágil.
Sigue caminando. Si te rechaza, sigue caminando. En el desierto, sigue caminando. Y aún sin fuerza, sigue caminando.
Nunca dijo que sería fácil el camino. Para seguirlo tendría que entregar hasta el abrigo. Poner la otra mejilla también es su hijo. Para ser su hijo y poder seguirlo. En la brecha voy caminando. Sin rendirme, en ti confiando. En mis hombros la cruz cargando. Con tus fuerzas perseverando. Nunca pararé de proclamar su nombre. Y si me caigo y me rompo, tú tienes el molde. Y aunque se tarde tu respuesta, tú siempre respondes. Sí, sí, tú siempre respondes.
Sin miedo voy a vivir, porque yo te creo a ti. De tu mano voy a seguir, que se cumpla tu ofrenda. Si te señala, sigue caminando. Si te rechaza, sigue caminando. En el desierto, sigue caminando. Y aún sin fuerza, sigue caminando.
Aunque tu padre y tu madre te dejasen, todo está bien, ya no hay de qué preocuparse. En la tormenta Jesús es tu base, para caminar sobre las aguas sin mojarse.
Aunque la crítica me abunde, me sobreabunda gracia. A malas compañías yo les puse su distancia. Yo voy a paso lento pero firme en mi llamado. Cristo viene de mi lado y en el cielo está mi casa. Tengo fe de esa que mueve las montañas. Me puse la coraza para completar mi hazaña. Y si me dieran a escoger vuelvo a pisar este camino. Sé que nada va a tumbarme porque Dios viene conmigo. ¿Cuántos intentaron detener este propósito? Jesús viene a mi lado y el perderme suena ilógico. Quieren que me detenga pero eso no va conmigo, bro. Y declaro libertad para mi árbol genealógico. El malévolo, el mal elevo creando incertidumbre. Mi llama nunca mengua, de arriba me cae la lumbre. No me voy a detener, a mí no me van a parar. Estoy hecho para ganar y es mejor que se acostumbre.
No me paro, sigo en la carrera protegido por su mano. When I walk in the battle, camino bajo sus alas sin temor al resultado. No me paro, sigo en la carrera protegido por su mano. When I walk in the battle, camino bajo sus alas sin temor al resultado.
Sigue caminando. Si te rechaza, sigue caminando. En el desierto, sigue caminando. Y aún sin fuerza, sigue caminando.
Aunque tu padre y tu madre te dejasen, todo está bien, ya no hay de qué preocuparse. En la tormenta Jesús es tu base, para caminar sobre las aguas sin mojarse.
El señor F está en la casa, bro. Sin hay soya.
Ultra. El de la voz melódica,
Monterrey y Chihuahua.
Intentes entretenerme para lograr detenerme. Mi vista tengo al frente. Por fe ahora soy fuerte.
Oh, bueno. Hey, mi gente de perdón. You know, we had some issues, you know, and man, it's just kind of messed up, you know. We had a little situation, and we.
Estábamos hablando de his improv experience.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just shoot it back to you real quick, brother, and go ahead and break it on down for us, man. The improv experience.
Joel Cholo, he told me he wanted me to go, and I said, all right, and I was really honored because, you know, improv is like, you know, for a comedian, it's like once you win to improv, it's like you're there, you know, you get recognition and stuff. So I went and I did my thing, and people were laughing once again, and they were coming up to me saying, hey, you know what? La gente me dice, hey, te ventaste, que esto, lo otro. A lot of cholillos were telling me, hey, home, you got down. By the way, where you from anyways? Okay. I go, I'm not from nowhere.
You're like, no manches.
Yeah, no manches. I'm a retired veterano. I'm retired, like I said. But yeah, that was the improv, and it was a blessing to me. And yeah, that's how I got in it, because Joel Cholo gave me the opportunity. But like I said, he passed away, and
when did he pass, bro? If you don't mind me asking,
man. Or before Christmas.
Really? Last year?
Yeah, I had the honor to do his. I did his funeral service and all that, because he wrote a letter. If anything happens, he goes, I want Bobby G to do my funeral. And he wrote like things, because he was always sick. He was a double amputee.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
How long had he been that way, if you don't mind me asking?
For years.
Really?
Yeah, since he was like a teen, I think.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know what? We finally got somebody that showed up to work this evening, man. You know, he ran a little bit late, and it's a beautiful thing, but he came bearing gifts. Uh-huh. Somebody told him that, you know, that Bobby G, even though he was clean and sober and serving the Lord, that he likes coca. So, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't got no blazing, porque este show es PG, you know what I mean? Pero a ver si llega el vato para... ¿Trajiste coca, bro?
Mexican coca.
Mexican coca.
Hey, that's a good coca. Mexican coca is a good coca. Híjole, I'm getting nervous.
He said, I'm getting nervous. Se puso a cambiar. Oye, but the problem is, you know, el Cholo didn't get a coca, el cuate didn't get a coca, el chavo didn't get coca.
La van a pasar.
I think I gotta be he said, la van a pasar.
Like the condado, pasa el clavo.
Bro, if we were in a type pandemic, I'd be like, órale, vato, how you doing? No, bronca, man. I'm really happy that he was able to come through, you know, El Chavo. But, you know, so yeah, you were talking a little bit about that, about, you know, the improv, and you talking about the church and stuff like that. Why don't you tell us what is your desire? Like, what type of where can you see this going if the right promotion, the right things begin to happen? You know what I mean? Because obviously you're doing this, and the purpose for it is to bring bread to your house.
Yes.
The purpose is for you to be able to get to that level, right, where you're going to be, basically, you know, able to survive off this, God willing, one day, right?
Yes.
All right. So dale, go ahead and let us know a little bit of more information.
Well, you know, that is my desire, is to be not a big time comedian. You know, I know I'm not fluffy, right?
Well, not yet.
I'm not. No, I cannot be fluffy, because fluffy don't have a neck, and I do. Pobre vato can't get no hickeys.
That's a little bit.
Pobre vato, he can't put a tattoo on his neck because he don't have one.
Oye. Se me fue el rollo. Like, if I ever have a chance to interview Fluffy, he's gonna go back to this show and be like, órale, check out, Bobby G was begging on me on your show, homie.
Yeah,
and you didn't say nothing.
It is what it is, homeboy. ¿Sabes qué? It is what it is.
It is what it is, he said.
But yeah, so, you know, my desire is, I'm never gonna compromise. My comedy is always gonna be clean.
Okay.
It's always gonna be clean.
And let me ask you a question, not to interrupt you, but I want to know, like, what does that mean to you? Talk to me on what clean comedy is.
Clean comedy is, to me, is that I don't have to cuss, I don't have to talk, about women, belittling women, sexual stuff. Clean comedy is not even Christian comedy. It's just clean. It's just clean up all the way around. I am a stand-up comedian, but I'm letting you know right now, I'm 62 years old, so maybe in 4 more years I'll be a lay-down comedian. Because, you know what I mean? I can't stand up that long anymore. But I do want to be known, not to be known like, look at me, but to let people know that, look at this guy is doing clean comedy, he's a Christian, and look at what he's doing. You could be a comedian and you could be a Christian. You could be whatever you want to be as long as, you balance it off with your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Simon.
And stuff like that. So yeah, my goal is just to serve the Lord and to do my comedy as long as time the Lord gives me,
It's a beautiful thing, man. You got another question?
For those that maybe want to go to your next show, just let them know, is there a particular theme that you go off of, or you go off of everything?
So when people invite me, then I'll post it on Instagram or something like that. But right now, I'll be doing a show. I just got to get the date. And next month, December, it's going to be a comedy show for cancer.
Really?
Fundraiser.
Next month?
Yeah, and that's going to be with Angel Baby, the guy Angel Baby that hosts his, event.
Mm-hmm.
So he invited me to that. But
when is that? Do we have a date on that?
I do have a date. I think I haven't. I don't know if I posted yet on my Instagram, but yeah, it's going to be in November. Exactly don't know the date, but yeah, okay. I'll let you guys know and stuff like that. It's going to be for cancer. It's a fundraiser for cancer.
Okay. Do we know more or less, when it is? Like, shoot a little text to your lady and be like, "Sabes qué, baby, let me know the day right now. What's happening?" See if she's standing by, because
I think it's the 20th.
The 20th.
Yeah,
okay. Which is good. There's usually always events right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's the week right before Thanksgiving, So I guess my question to you is, would you be able to talk to this brother? What is his name again?
Angel Baby.
Big shout out to Angel Baby, man. If you're interested in having El Cholo and El Cuate and El Chavo, Mini, go out to your event. Maybe La Cubana will show up también. She might decide to come to work that day. You know what I mean? We're definitely here for you, man, and we'll promote the event for you, bro. Knowing that you're gonna be there, we talked a little bit privately about some of the things that could be possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, dale.
What would be your theme for that day? What will you be covering?
Oh well, I know all it is for cancer. It's a fundraiser for cancer. And I think their team is called Minnie, like Minnie Mouse, cancer thing. So
What are you going to be doing?
Well, I'm going to be doing comedy. He's going to have quite a few comedians, actually. He's going to have quite a few comedians. And
where's this going to be at?
I think it's in Riverside.
In Riverside.
Yeah, so
Do we know, will it be a Friday, a Saturday?
Most a Saturday.
Can you tell we're interested in going to this event? ¿O qué pasa right here?
It's on Saturdays usually. His events are on Saturdays and stuff like that. So
Okay.
Yeah, I just got to get the more details because he had told me before. I interviewed him on Instagram, and he goes, "Hey, you know what? I'm doing a comedy show and I want you to be a part of it." So that's how I got invited to it. I go, "Okay, we'll touch bases." And so, yeah.
I love it, man.
For one more question.
Yeah, dale.
All right, so Bobby G, sometimes people that are watching us, they're just starting out. Some people are starting out to be an artist, a DJ, a graffiti artist, and maybe this time there's somebody's trying to start to be a comedian.
That's a good one.
What advice would you give someone that's just starting out
What a great
to
question.
be a comedian that wants to maybe get there to the improv, for example?
Well, I haven't got there to the point yet to be well known, but if you have a desire to do something, follow that desire, follow your dream. There's going to be constructive criticism and criticism. Not everybody's going to like your comedy. There's people that are going to roll their eyes because I've seen it, I've been there, and people are not going to like you, but then that's all right. Not everybody's going to like your comedy, but don't give up and don't take it hard when people don't like your comedy. Just keep on pursuing it. And I advise, what I did, I shot my video to certain comedians and I told them, what you think, Gilbert Escobar. I sent it to other people. I even Rudy Moreno, I sent them a video.
Okay.
And they told me, you got it. Just keep on working on it. all of them told me, yeah, you got it. Just keep on, working on it, because I was new at this. So, do that and, because where else can you get better advice from people that been there and done it?
That's true. It's very true.
So that's what I advise you and pursue it.
Knock on doors.
Yeah. And, push, you got a product you sell and that product's your shelf. You know what I mean?
That's good.
And so you got to push your product. And I try to reach out to people. I was blessed 2 years ago. I hosted a show in up north, and it was with the Temptations. I was a host.
Really? You were the host?
Yeah, I was a host,
Gotcha.
and it was the Temptations. It was a big event over there, and I was a comedian and the host. I hosted the whole thing.
Nice.
And this guy seen my video, and he goes, "Hey, bro, I like your style." And he invited me, and I went.
All right.
It was Joshua 9. He's
Joshua
a
9.
Christian hip-hop artist.
Okay.
From up north, and he did the...
You know what? I think I know who this vato is. These guys are part of the 12th tribe.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Those brothers are actually, those brothers are supposed to come down, and they were supposed to come down earlier this year. I guess, God, man, it's been a long time. No, it was the summer, because remember there was a snowstorm.
Oh, wow.
This was like March, bro, March,
He's from that.
Yeah.
They were there too. 12 Tribe, MC Boulevard was there.
MC Boulevard, it was a
Second Chance was there.
Yeah, I've been trying to reach out with this brother right here, también, man. He's got a lot of little funny things on Instagram, man.
Yeah.
So listen, why don't we do this real quick? Let's take a minute for you to let people know, where they can find you. We know that you're working on arranging and fixing all of your Facebook stuff right now, and we're gonna hope to help you with that. But for now, where can people see Bobby G?
All right. Well, you could find me at the Conecta. You could find me at the liquor store. I'm just playing. No, you could find me on Instagram.
On my page.
On Instagram, you could find me. It's on Instagram, Estevato213 on Instagram. On the YouTube channel is Estevato Real Talk, and that's where you will see the puppets doing the movie thing and stuff. And right now I am working on my Facebook, because there's a lot of problems going on with that. But Instagram, you could find me for sure on Estevato213, YouTube, Estevato Real Talk.
All right, I like it. It's funny right now, man. I think we got to tell people the right way when it comes to finding you on IG, because I think there's an underscore you got to put in there, right?
Underscore, yes.
So let's say it exactly the way it is, because you know how it is. I don't want people to be looking for you and they can't find you. So how does it go?
Estevato underscore.
Estevato underscore.
213.
213.
Yeah, Estevato 213.
Is there one underscore or two underscores? I thought there was two. There might be one. I might be wrong.
I think it's one.
Okay, we're going to check that out.
Because I had people, and I just tell them, and they just put
They find it right away?
And they find it.
Okay, perfect. That's a good
not
thing.
even with underscores. They have found, like at the car show today,
All right.
people were asking me.
We're looking for it?
Yeah, and they found it. So.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, so listen, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to laugh, homie. I mean, I've had a good time tonight, pero I'm ready to hear some comedy live, a ver qué rollo con este vato Bobby G, man. So I think what we'll do for now, what are we going to get into? We're going to get into, you have another video that you left up there for David Leyva?
We have a little skit from another puppet thing, or you have a music.
Yeah, no. Let's do that. Let's do another skit. How long is a skit? Because he needs a little time to get prepped.
It's like about a minute.
He's like about a minute. Okay, let's do that, man. Let's get into that video real quick, David Leyva, the one that's about a minute long. It's the one that Ariel brought on one of the USBs, and then we'll come back to this table while Bobby G keeps preparing himself on Studio A, man. But we appreciate you, and maybe while Bobby G gets up and does his thing, maybe El Chavo might actually show up to our table. That it's a possibility.
I think he's the next one up on the comedy.
He is the next one up on the comedy circuit. Yeah, that could be. I could work. Bueno, pues, let's get into this little video real quick, man. And the next man sitting down at this table will be the next comedian of the night. Órale, pues, David. Let's get into that while Bobby G gets ready, man. Check this out.
You remember when we went to the Alley River and drank that funky wine? Man, that stuff got me sick for weeks, ese. You know what? My old lady told me she might be pregnant, ese. I guess I sure learned, huh? Don't look at me, little puppet. Don't look at me. I said, don't look at me, little puppet. Damn you.
That's little puppet. He was reenacting. What movie is that?
Yeah, I don't know, but there's another comedian here at the you know what I mean? I don't know what's up with this.
American Me.
Hey, little homie, that's Mexican me, dog.
Órale, check the vato out, man. Hey, did you forget to?
We got a fist bump.
I can't pronounce Mexicano, so I say Chicano.
What happened to Bobby G's Coca-Cola? It stayed on the table, bro.
It's gonna share the love over here.
Bobby G is pep talking the muñeco.
Lo que está pasando aquí, yo no sé quién es el Little Puppet's getting ready. Oye, so watch out. So thank you for showing up to holla tonight, bro.
Chale, I'm here for you, eh?
All right, because you look a little chinky-eyed. Everything okay in your room?
I'm good, bro. I'm tired, though.
All of a sudden, he woke up. I'm good, bro. I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like, don't put it out there. Don't put it out there, bro. You know what I mean?
I actually had some of that good Mexican coca.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you brought that coca, not the other coca, because that would have been rough.
Little homie.
Hey, so what'd you think, man? Like, were you watching the show as you were driving in, or not?
No, I don't do that. I obey the laws.
You obey the laws. He says, I like that.
Chale, my ranfla can do all that. It's not smart car.
What's happening over there, bro? Yeah, we got Vato Loco.
There's a real Mexican.
There's a real Cholo live on the thing right now, bro. I don't know what's happening. No, but it wasn't your fault, homie. The problem is he was right here in front of us.
It ain't your fault.
That's called chroma key, vato. That's called David Leyva made a mistake. We're gonna turn out the lights in a minute and take care of this vato.
I call it picture in picture, huh?
Picture in picture. The problem was he was over our face, not yours.
I know, huh?
Well, that's part of the comedy for today. You know what I mean?
Qué gacho. Bueno, en español mejor, camarada. Lo que está pasando ahí es tuvimos un problema y ahí estaba en el chroma key, ¿verdad? En el chroma key.
Aquí no hay problema,
Cholo, yo tengo una pregunta para nuestros amigos que son de Perú, de Guatemala, los que están viendo de allá. ¿Qué es un veterano? Hay que
explícales.
O sea, ellos están preguntando qué es un veterano.
Ellos saben lo que es.
Ellos no ven de Perú.
¿No saben lo que es un veterano?
Un argentino.
Un veterano es alguien que está conocido.
Eso es algo aquí de mexicanos.
Ok. Bueno, ¿quieres decirle tú qué es un veterano?
Un veterano es alguien que es conocido en el barrio por tantos años.
¿Y tienen bigote?
No.
Debes de tener brocha.
A veces tienen brocha, a veces tienen pelones, a veces pelo gris. A veces no tiene pelo.
You know what? I do think he should have been. You hear Minnie busting up over there in the background. So this was a comedy show tonight. I like it. Me encanta. Hey, well, get ready, man, because we got Bobby G coming up in a few seconds, bro. You know what I mean?
Bobby G.
From what I heard, the vato is like he's buttoning up his shirt. He's got something really special going on right now, bro. I kind of like his shirt. It says something really interesting. His shirt, man. Well,
I don't think we've had anybody ever button up the shirt all the way to the top and then let the
he's veteranos don't have to do that, bro. But I think he's gonna button it up. I let the back of it is firme. That's a Cholo with the brocha right there.
Something people probably outside of California don't know.
Simón.
Es que en California tenemos la tienda que hace toda la ropa para las películas, para los cholos. It's in your city, homie.
Yeah, it is my city.
What's the store?
Greenspan.
Greenspan.
No,
for all your videos.
I know what you're talking about, man. You know what I mean? It's all of that stuff.
All right.
Hey, but you know what? Estamos listos for Bobby G, man. Bobby G, you ready, my man, or what? All right. Hey, we're gonna shoot over there to Do you need a little shot of your Christian crack, or you're good? He says, I'm ready, homie.
Ready to go.
He said, veteranos, we're born ready, homie. Pero here we go, everybody, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Gracias a toda la gente que está mirando en esta noche. Ahí viene comedia de la noche en inglés y en español. Aquí viene a la Stage Studio B con el Cholo, la Cubana, el Cuate, el Chavo en Mini Online Radio Video Show. Y ya tú sabes. This vato Bobby G, bro, let me tell you something, man. He's gonna make you laugh. Realmente es algo impactante, you know what I mean, que a mí me encanta la comedia. Hay veces que Cholo está en la casa, bro, and he's watching comedy y Minnie says, págalo, and I'm like, I don't want to pagarlo, you know what I mean? We're trying to have a good time here tonight, and sometimes people, they cuss, they say stupid little things, but this vato is about to come to the stage, make you laugh without saying any of that, man.
Yeah,
so
right.
coming to the stage, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bobby G's in la casa. Where you at, homie?
Hey, órale, ¿qué pasa? What's happening, everybody? My name is Bobby G. I was born and raised in East LA, right off Atlantic and Boulevard. But it got too crazy in East LA, so I had to move. Yo soy del este de Los Ángeles, pero se hizo muy loco ahí en el este de Los Ángeles, so me tuve que mover para otro lugar más calmado, so me moví para South Central LA. So it was crazy in LA, so I had to move to a more mellow place, so I moved to South Central LA, you know? And I have a dog, tengo un perrito, it's a pit bull. So I let him go to go use the restroom, dejé mi perrito salir para que usara el baño, y se desapareció por 3 días. My dog took off for 3 days. He was a pit bull. When he came back looking like a chihuahua. I don't know if he got hold of some crack or something, because all the symptoms were there. Yo no sé si el perro halló piedra en el suelo o algo, porque vino para atrás pareciendo un chihuahua. But all the symptoms were there. I think he got hold of crack because my blinds were bended, my EBT card was missing, y están playing peekaboo. But I am from East LA, born and raised in East LA. But you know what? I was poor. I was raised poor. Yo era pobre. You know, creciendo en el barrio y sin padre y siendo pobre está bien feo. It's horrible when you're poor. You know, you're poor. You're from a gang. We were so poor that the cucarachas used to bring us food. Estábamos tan pobres que las cucarachas nos traían comida a nosotros. So they finally said, hey, you know what, we're gonna move, eh? I go, why? Don't leave me, please, cucarachas. They go, we're tired of supporting you. Las cucarachas enfadando de estar soportándome, so dijeron, ya me voy de aquí. Y se movieron y nunca vinieron para atrás. But you know what? I was raised without a father. Yo creí sin padre. My mother was like my father. My mother raised me and she was like my father. She even had an Adam's apple and everything, you know, and all that. And she, you know, tried her best, you know, to raise me as a young man. She tried her best. As a mother, it's hard to raise a young man, you know. I remember one time we were at the park. Yo me acuerdo una vez estábamos en el parque y mi mamá andaba pasando en el carro and my mother happens to be passing by the park and she sees me. And she gets off and she starts running and she starts hitting all the guys. Mi mamá pasa por el parque, me mira ahí en el parque y se baja del carro, comienza a correr donde estaba y comienza a pegarle a los amigos que estaban junto de mí. Digo, ma, ¿qué andas haciendo? Yo no voy a dejar que te brinquen, mijo. Digo, ma, andamos jugando fútbol. We were playing football. She thought they were jumping me. That's a mother for you, man. My mother really loved me a lot. So you know what? I remember she tried to put me around boys, you know, boys. So she put me in the Boy Scouts, right? So when she put me in the Boy Scouts, you know, I went to the Boy Scouts and I came home crying. Mami, my mom goes, what's wrong, mijo? ¿Qué tienes? Van a ser Boy Scouts con los papás y yo no tengo papá. Mi mamá me dice, no te preocupes, ahorita vengo. Y se fue a la barra a buscarme un papá. So my mom says, don't worry about it, I'll be back. She took off to the bar looking for a dad for me. Can you believe that? And she comes. 3 days later, she comes with a guy. Mijo, this is your dad. I go, mani, no es chicano. No, mijo, po, es indio y tú eres indio. Sí, ma, pero es el that kind. Yo soy kind. Todo diferente, mamá. Ese no es el indio. Y luego, mijo, no te preocupes. Son, don't worry. He owns a 7-Eleven. So I said, oh, I'm going to have a lot of friends. Y el indio dice, excuse me, sweetheart, I did not tell you I own a 7-Eleven. I told you I live on 7-Eleven. Mi mamá, hey, sácate de aquí. Tromat, so I guess I'm not going camping because I didn't have a dad. But you know what? I am a stand-up comedian, but I'm getting older, so pretty soon I'll be a laid-down comedian. And as I was saying earlier, I have been sober for 25 years. I haven't drank nothing. No ha tomado nada en 25 años. Oh, agua sí, claro. pero no alcohol, nada. I haven't drank in 25 years, because when I would get drunk, I would get violent. Cuando tomaba me ponía loco y comenzaba a pelear y peleaba, pero nunca ganaba los pleitos. Every time I would get drunk, I would get in a fight, but I never won the fight because the hyenas were pretty big, you know, so estaban grandes, so me brincaban. Y una vez yo me acuerdo que fui a la barra. I went into a bar one time and, you know, I started feeling, you know, a little good, and I started saying, hey, everybody, a drink on me. And I told the bartender, you could have one, bartender. So he made the rounds, he made himself a drink. 5 minutes after, I said again, hey, drinks for everybody. You could have another one, bartender. So the bartender sets up the rounds, makes himself a drink, and maybe about 10 minutes after the vueltas, hey, drinks for everybody. You could have another one, bartender. The bartender goes, hey, do you have money to pay for these drinks? I go, Charlie. So he got me, he beat me up, and he threw me out of the bar. Maybe about 5 minutes after, I come in again. Drinks for everybody, but you can't have no, bartender. You get too violent when you drink. You know, because you know he beat me up because I didn't have money to know for the drinks. Pero yo me acuerdo una vez andaba bien loco. Loco de borracho. You know, los cholos, mucha gente habla malo de los cholos. Pero hay unos cholos buenos, ¿verdad? There's some good cholos, you know. Remember when they were jacking the paleteros and all that, when they were jumping the vendors? Who's the first ones to jump in? The cholos, to back them up. Remember that? They were backing up the vendors. They were saying, ¿sabes qué? You people mess with our gente. ¿Sabes qué? Vas a pagar. I remember all the homies were backing up the vendors because you know what? They were taking our business away because we're the ones that are supposed to jack them, not them. Just kidding. But anyways, like I said. So una vez estoy en el parking lot porque vete para afuera, me corrieron. So andaba buscando mi carro y andaba con el clicker de mi carro. Pero no era el clicker, era mi corta uñas. So I'm looking for my car, ando buscando mi carro. I'm looking for my car. ¿Dónde está mi carro? Y le digo, oh, Simón, vine en el Baza. Y se me olvidó, I forgot I came on the bus. But you know what, I am a comedian. And you know, the true la verdad, I had surgery on my neck, the true story. I had surgery on my neck, tuve cirugía en mi cuello. So, I said, I gotta get somebody that could mimic a cholo, because you know, cholos, they use their head a lot when they communicate. Cuba, what's happened? You know, like, what's up? Or when they see a ruquita, cubole, and all that. I couldn't do that no more. So I had to go and get a service puppet. Has anybody heard of Build-A-Bear? Yeah, well, this is called Build-A-Cholo. So I went and I got, but the Build-A-Bear comes with the birth certificate, right? Build-A-Cholo comes with parole papers. So let me show them to you. I had to take a ventriloquist class, and I'm real good. I'm so good, you can't even see my mouth move. Check it out. I want to introduce you to him. Where are you at? Oh, by the way, homeboy said a Cholo wears mustaches, right? I got a variety of mustaches. So you know what? We got different mustaches for different types of cholos. It is what it is. But let me get the homeboy right here. ¡Órale! ¿Qué pasa? What's happening? This is little puppet here. Hey, what's up, Bobby G? Nada más, little puppet. ¿Qué anda haciendo? Wow, just right here kicking back. Where are we at? We're at a podcast, homie. Oh, órale, firme. What's the name of the podcast? El Cholo, la Cubana, y el Cuate, y el Chavo, y la Mini, right? I hope I said that right. Órale. Hey, I think the PCP's wearing out, Holmes. Well, I thought you were getting married. I was gonna get married. What happened? Well, the hyena said, hey, let's do our own personal vows. Yeah, what happened? So I said, all right. So she did her vows, her own personal vows at the, you know, where we're getting married. And yeah, what happened? Then it was my turn to say my personal vows. Yeah, ¿qué pasó? So I said my vows. I said, A-E-I-O-U. And she got mad and left me at the altar, homie. Que gacho, huh? Yeah, that is cool, little puppet. But yeah, you know what? I'm going to start going on a dating site, called pobrevato.com. Pobrevato.com. Yeah, it's where, so you could look for a hyena dating. This one hyena told me she had black long hair. She had dimples. She had bronze skin. She wasn't lying. She did have long black hair. But in her armpits, eh? And she didn't have dimples. They were bullet holes, homie. Órale, que gacho. Yeah. And then she had flawless skin. She said, Charlie, man, she had alligator skin, homie. So that's what happens when you go on those blind dates, huh? Yeah, tell me about it. Well, I gotta go, homie. I'll talk to you later, all right? Oh, a rato, gente. Chill. All right, give it up for little puppy. Yeah. But you know what? I want to let you know, the COVID's going around, right? So the COVID's around, and I am an ordained minister, so if anybody needs prayer, social distancing, I'll lay hands on you, you know what I mean? Social distancing. If I lay hands on you and this doesn't throw you back, then this will put you back. Right? But you know what? Going to church was rough for me. When I got saved, I was looking for a church. Cuando apenas me recibí a Cristo, andaba buscando una iglesia. And the first church I went to, my homeboy goes, hey, come and check out my church. I go, all right. So I go and I'm checking out the church. It was cool. But the pastor kept on spitting on me, Holmes. He was going, in the name of Jesus, boom, órale, man. Spitting, me andaba esculpiendo el pastor. I go, ¿qué trae este vato, man? And the homeboy told me, hey, don't trip, it's anointed spit. He said it was anointed spit, so it was okay. I said, oh, really? Okay. So after service, I seen the pastor go into the restroom. I said, I'm going to go anoint him too. So the pastor's coming out of the restroom, so I'm getting ready. I'm going to give him a good anointing. And I go, hey, pastor, what's happening? And the ushers threw me out, and that was the end of that, man. They go, you can't do that to the pastor. Well, I'm just anointing him back. What's wrong with that, right? Lo más le ando dando, su bendición. But, it's hard, right? People don't want to give money to the churches no more. They'll give money to other places, so I said, Lord, give me some wisdom. I need wisdom so I could collect money in the offerings. So the Lord gave me an idea, and man, people started tithing the volada. Check it out. So I made my own offering basket. It's time to honor the Lord. Bam, bam, bam. Right? What is it? Time to give to the Lord. So the gente de volada, they were leaving their EBT cards, their food stamps, even jewelry, everything, their PIN number. So it's time to honor the Lord. So they were giving. They were giving, like I said. They were giving. They were giving. De volada la brava. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what, like I said, I am a retired Cholo. In Virginia, there's a lot of racism. Did you know there's a lot of racism in Virginia? I went to Virginia with a homeboy, and these white guys, said, hey, are you one of them Cholo critters? You call me a critter. I said, I guess. He goes, man, can I take a picture of you? I never seen a real Cholo live, only on cops. So he goes, I'm going to take a picture of you, all right? I go, all right. So he gets on the phone, he goes, hey, Betty Sue, come and check it out, man. There's a real Cholo right here. So they take a picture of me, right? The mayor comes, gives me the keys to the city, everything, because they never seen a real Cholo, right? And I'm looking for my friend, and then I heard they threw him in the swamp with the alligators. But you know what happened? My friend came out with botas, the alligator, 3 belts, and some wallets made out of alligator skin. That's all that happened to him. He made some nice wallets and botas. But like I said, being a Cholo was rough. You know what I said? Being a Cholo is not easy. But like I said, I am a retired Cholo, all right? So my name is Bobby G, and I want to let you know that you can follow me on my Instagram, on my YouTube, on Estevato213 on Instagram, and Estevato Real Talk on the YouTube channel. And before I leave, I'm going to leave you with this thought. Who's heard of this? Who's seen this before? All right, who smoked this beat now? All right, this is the 8-ball, right? 8-ball. No cabe. But I remember I used to use this before, right? And I would use this. Do I still have time? Every time I would go to Whittier Boulevard back in the 70s. And by the way, I met my wife on Whittier Boulevard. We've been together 43 years, carnal. 43 years. I met her on Whittier Boulevard. I said, when it's my time to get married, I want to marry a homegirl. I don't want a ruca that's all scared of bullets and all that stuff. Ay, they're shooting, andan balaseando. I wanted a gangster Jaina. I didn't want a Jaina. You know, a lot of vatos go, oh, when I get married, I want a Jaina. I want a girl like my mom used to cook. My mom didn't know how to cook, so chale. And a lot of vatos say, hey, when I get married, I want a Jaina that looks like my mom. Calmado, eh? But when I get married, I want a gangster Jaina. So I went to Whittier Boulevard to look for one. And I found one. My wife, 43 years we've been together. And then when I found her, we were cruising. I seen her. She seen me. I said, Cubo. And she said, Cubo. And that was it. And it was over. But you know what happened is, I remember one time we were walking down Whittier Boulevard. We didn't have no kids or nothing. We were walking. I seen a rival car passing by, right? And I seen him. I tell my old lady, hey, man, there's those vatos. She goes, don't worry, I got your back, Holmes. I said, all right. So the vatos get off and they jump me. 4 vatos have me on the floor. They're beating me down, right? They have me on the kicking me. I'm on the floor looking at my old lady. Oh, man, and they're beating me down. My old lady is beating up 3 vatos. Bam, 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 bam. She's firing them up. I don't know what happened to her. She gives a stranger the baby. She goes, here, hold my baby. And she was going at it. And that's the kind of Jaina I always wanted. A gangster Jaina, and that's what I got. All right, my name is Bobby G. God bless you guys.
Oh, man, eso estaba bueno, man. What you think, cuate?
Yo, man, I had a good time, and I think that Chavo came at the right time.
Chavo came at the right time. What you think, Chavo?
Hey, man, I had a good night. I thought the comedy was great, man, for everybody. In español y inglés también.
Algo diferente, you know. You know, the thing about it is, man, I think people don't realize, you know, when it comes not only to comedy, you know, but just in general, bro. Like, for example, right? Can Cholo just share for a minute? Can we share? All right, we want to share for a little bit, man. So, you know, with this show, you know, it's such a blessing, man, with this show, to do this show with my friends. You know what I'm saying? This brother I've known damn near 20 years. You know, I think we're going on about 6-7 years now. You know, and you never know the people that you're gonna meet, you know, on the show. You know what I'm saying? You never know the people you're gonna work with on the show. You know, just a couple of months ago, you know, I had the privilege and the blessing, like you guys know, to go down to Mexico and do a lot of work, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of big artists. And it's such a blessing because the other day, one of these guys calls me, you know, and sends me a message, bro. When did I think that somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I listened to the music, you know what I mean, was going to shoot me a message and talk about, hey, I got good news and this, that, and the other, you know? Bro, I'm going to tell you something. Over the last, by the grace of God, this is all glory to the Lord, man. By the grace of God, in these 2 events, bro, I probably spent about 6 to 7 G's, bro. I mean, money I never had before. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That's and I was able to say all of that was gonna go. You know, that's a lot of money, bro. If you really think about it, you could have bought a car with that. Yeah. You know, there's people that could have bought 2 or 3 cars with that. You know what I'm saying? And I spent a lot of money. I invested a lot into taking people with me. You know what I'm saying? I invested the gas, the insurance, all of this money. You know what I'm saying, to come out with some material. And that's a lot. I can't get over it, bro. That's a lot of money to have invested. You know what I'm saying? And my family went with me. You know, my compadre, he was out there with me all the time. My comadre, my beautiful wife. You know, and some of my good friends. You know what I'm saying? Out that I had met over there in TJ, man. And I thank God that when you sow, you know what I'm saying? When you sow, you know, God starts opening doors. And the reason why we had Bobby G tonight was because I want people to know that he's for hire. You know what I'm saying? I had some good messages with him. We spoke personally, and you know, and you never know what people are going through, man. But I just want to tell you guys thank you for being on the show with me, man. I know it's tough. We all got things going on in our personal lives, and we're tired and we're exhausted, you know. But I kind of feel like Friday nights, it's got to be an escape for us, man. If it's not an escape and a way for us to have a good time, I really like being in this setting again of podcast, of hearing myself. I mean, it kind of helps me to stay fluid. Being at a table, I was telling David earlier that I'd like to have half of the show be this again. So, you know, we're going to do some investments and maybe start doing some stuff at a table again on the other set and you know, do some more sketches and things like that. We wanted to take a 3-week vacation. We got to do some sketches, and we might only do a 2-week, but, you know, we still got a couple more Fridays, God willing. I thought it was going to be 1, but it might just be 2. And then we'll take 2 weeks vacation for, you know, for Thanksgiving, you know, but I hope you guys like Bobby G, man. Espero que les gusta Bobby G. You know what I'm saying? Vamos a ir a un video de música rapidito. You know, actually, no. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see the Wi-Fi and the Cholo little skit again, bro. No sé si ustedes les gustaría ver eso en que nos vamos para el otro set to hang out with Bobby G for a little bit. ¿Qué piensas? Oh, you haven't seen the little puppet and Wi-Fi? No. David Leyva, can you cue that up? The you know, we're gonna go over to Studio A. We're gonna join Bobby G over there on that set, man. And we just want you guys to check this out. Espero que gustaron, que entendieron todos esos de México. You know, entendieron al comediante esta noche. Y yo no sé, pero siento que hay algo que podemos hacer con él, ¿verdad? Si nosotros podemos ser una bendición para ayudarlo a él, que gane unos contratos o que gane eventos, ¿verdad? Igual como nosotros, ¿verdad? A mí me gustaría eso mucho, you know?
Sí.
What do you think?
Hay siempre lugar, there's always room for comedy, just like there's always room for music or graffiti or artwork. And so, yeah, I totally agree.
You agree? How about you? What about you?
I agree, man. It's always an opportunity, man. And especially a comedian. We never had a comedian on the show.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Do you think, I mean, would you be down to battle a comedian? He said no.
We were supposed to do, we were talking earlier that we were supposed to have a comedy battle here with Payasito.
Yeah, Payasito. Remember the vato who was going to battle against you?
He was an actual viewer that he would always tune in.
He was talking smack to you one time.
And then we had him like, hey, come down here with a battle. And then you called them out.
Yeah. And then he ranked out, you know what I mean? But I got to tell you, I don't think Bobby G's the type of vato to rank out, homie. He might come with a, you know what I mean? He might come with some props, bro.
Bobby G comes with the big guns, man.
He comes with the big guns, man.
He was calling out names. He said something about somebody not having a neck, and I was like, whoa. Don't talk about the professionals.
No chills right there. That was good stuff, man.
But I agree with Bobby G. It's true. That guy has no neck.
He has no neck, but he's a funny vato. Hopefully we can get some people, you know, like wanting to hire, you know, Bobby G, man, because I believe that some good, amazing things can happen as long as you open the doors for people, you know. So, hey, David Leyva, dale, man, let's go ahead and get into that little, you know, the little Cholo skit right there with
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, with Wi-Fi, and you know what I'm saying, and este vato. The first one we played tonight. What is it? Dale, pues. Let's get that on there, bro. I appreciate it. And yeah, man, we'll come back with Bobby G on Studio A just to say our goodbyes. Simón que yes, ya tú sabes.
What's a real movie? What about American Me? That's what I'm talking about, ese. That's what I'm talking about. Monos that are real hard. Not that Napoleon Dynamite stuff.
Hey,
man, you youngsters.
Hey, you don't understand. Hey, man, I'm a youngster, old school kid. Like, my movies are Napoleon Dynamite. I did watch the movie you made me watch, man. I didn't want to watch it. It was American.
What, you get scared or what?
Now that I get scared, homie, I will never eat rice again, homie. Not even rice-a-roni, Uncle Ben, homie. Not even Abuelita's rice anymore. Thanks to you, man. Talking about watching, you know. And I told you, I thought Napoleon Dynamite was a Cholo movie because it said it was PG-13, homie.
Yeah, they had a couple of Cholos, supposedly, but those vatos were not even real Cholos. Those vatos were fake Cholos, man. You know, this generation of Cholos is gone, man. The OGs are no longer around, they say.
You remember when We went to the LA River and drank that funky, funky wine. Man, that stuff got me sick for weeks, ese. You know what? My old lady told me she might be pregnant, ese. I guess I sure learned, huh? Don't look at me, little puppet. Don't look at me. I said, don't look at me, little puppet. Damn you.
All that stuff is happening and we're just busting up right here. Estamos pasándolo bien aquí con Bobby G, man. Y la verdad que, you know, estamos contentos. A ver, tú quieres explotar. A ver, diga. Say what you want to say.
This show has always been about also creativity, also in addition to music. But there's a creative here. Hay un creativo aquí. He has, even from the way you title your shows, the Cholos.
That was great. The Cholos was great.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about that, Bobby G.
Well, yeah, the Cholos was created by me and rest in peace, Joel Cholo. And we're going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing some more on YouTube channel. So what it is the puppet is a movie critic. So, of course, actually, I'm watching the movie, not the puppet, right? So don't think the puppet's watching the movie because he's not. It's me. So what happens is after, you know, the puppet is the movie critic. He talks about the movie, what he thought about it, what he didn't like about it. Like in the one about Boulevard Nights, he says it was a good movie, but if you notice one thing, they didn't have no homegirls in that movie. You know, back in the days when you hanged around with the homeboys, there was always homegirls with you.
Right.
My old lady was always with me.
She was right there. Huh?
That's right.
Especially after you found her on Whittier Boulevard, bro.
You know,
ya no la sacaste.
She took a bullet for me and everything, man.
Wow.
She took a bullet for me and everything. But anyway, so when there was homeboys, there was homegirls. But in the movie Boulevard Nights, you didn't see no homegirls. So that was the only thing Little Puppet didn't like about the movie. So it's just, you know, speaking what I really think about the movie, but I use Puppet as a tool.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. You know, the other night, like I said earlier in the broadcast, you know, I found out, you know, that this young lady, you know, Alexis passed away. And I started talking with God's Crow, man, you know, and we're talking. I asked him about you a little bit, and I told him he was going to bring you on the show. And he this is what he told me, man, that God's telling the truth. He said, you know what, Cholo? He says, you open up that door for Bobby G, man. The type of presence that you bring on your show on Friday nights to make people laugh and have a good time. You know, he says, you guys should work together as a team. Yeah. You know, you guys should work together. Not just me, I mean, everybody here. So I was telling them, I said, you know, it would be funny if we bring Bobby G back. You know what I mean? The doors are open for you, my brother. You know, we do at least 4 shows a month. We are going to take a little vacation, you know, coming up for Thanksgiving for a couple of weeks. But the doors are open for you. If you're willing to come back, my brother, aquí estamos. And not only that, we're willing to meet up with you on other days throughout the week when we have time, so we can make skits. And if we make skits, then it's a way for us to be creative together, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I put it out there publicly, bro. Now it's a matter of you and speak with wifey. Let's figure out what the plan is. But we would love to be able to have an opportunity to help you grow, and at the same time, you know, you help us grow because we want to come in here.
I really appreciate
you know what I mean?
That. I'm willing to, do skates. I like doing skates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah.
Qué bueno. Mini, ¿tiene algo que decir, Mini?
Sí, nada más gracias por acompañarnos, un nuevo invitado en una nueva área de lo que es el arte, porque lo que él hizo pues también es un arte, hacer reír, hacer comedia es un arte, no cualquiera, porque yo no soy nada de eso. Entonces pues síganlo en su Instagram y en sus redes sociales como _vato_213.
Eso. A ver. Anything else you gotta say, Mr. Cuate?
Oh yeah, I already said what I said, but yeah, thanks for watching tonight, and we had a good time, and yeah, hopefully we can do this again.
Sounds good. Mr. El Chavo? Oh, watch out, bro, because this vato's a comedian too, I mean, you know?
No, I'm not, but I just look funny, but I just... It comes natural. The reason I grow a beard is I don't want to make Jay Leno, the Mexican version. But no, we had fun tonight. Thank you, Bobby, for sharing your heart, man. And we love the comedy, man. It was natural. We've never had a comedian plus bring a little side Cholo puppet, you know what I mean?
That was funny, bro.
We thank you for doing that, man. And I hope everybody continues to watch us because we're going to bring you back and we're going to have more fun.
Absolutely, man.
I like fun.
Bueno, that's good stuff, man. Hey, so listen, we just want to say thank you, muchas gracias for tuning in tonight. Remember one thing, man. This is something that I was talking about earlier with Bobby, man, is that, in loving memory right now for Alexis. We know, Alexis, that you up there dancing around with the Lord. It was such a privilege and an honor to have met you, you know what I mean? And I think your heart resonated with a lot of the brothers and sisters that were there at your quinceañera, 16, I think is what it was. And it was just a pleasure to be there and to have met you. And now you're dancing with the Lord. So everybody's sad, and I think we're sad because we lost the body. But in reality, we gained an angel up in the sky. So Alexis, God bless you. God bless your familia. And, we're here for anybody that needs to reach out to us here on the show. And you guys just have a great weekend. We'll catch you in about maybe 7 days. And God bless you guys. Se cuidan mucho. Mr. Bobby G en la casa. This is El Cholo.
What is?
Y Mini.
And Bobby G's in the house, ya tú sabes. Bueno, David Levin, you can take us out with a video, brother. Una música, tú escógelo. Y andámonos pues, man. We'll catch y'all next week, y'all. Ya tú sabes. Nos vamos aquí. Se retiró la cosa.
Cuando escribo, cuando otra línea sumo, que a la hora de escribir la apago el detector de humo. Fui grafitero y b-boy a los Rocksteady Crew, porque canto con dembow, soy menos real que tú. Me molesta que no segreguen de rap secular, pero nosotros segregamos por estilo musical. Soy amante a la música y a todos los estilos, y si lo haces por las almas, te aplaudí bando filo. Rapero, bachatero, si le das la gloria a él, para mí eres real y estás al mismo nivel. Lo real en mí no es la gorra como peino, no defiendo una cultura, defiendo a todo un reino. Funky Man y Willy hicieron lo incapaz, más ninguno es el abuelo porque Vico es el papá. Mi respeto a ellos y a otros en la lista que llevaron los cantazos de todos los legalistas. Mi respeto a Manny por ser verdadero amigo. Mis respetos al fenómeno, al líder redimido. Mi respeto a Alex porque su visión comparto. Real como en DF, el rapero Marto. A Goyo, a Memo, también a Dr. P. Seguimos de pie como Sandy en el beat. Respeto a la nueva, a Indio y a Khalil, a The Buckley y Parra y a IMC, a Alwin en Lloren, a Gio Rey en Bayamón y a todos los ministros que están a pulmón. Con Yanti y Salmista nos tiramos pa' Santurce y le damos pan de vida con salsa agridulce. RD en la capital, palabra sensata, y el que tenga duda de eso es que conmigo lo debata. Por años veía como nadie se las daba y como grandes ministerios nadie los notaba. Ahora nada los detiene porque se abrió el despacho y agradezco a Redimido darle break a los muchachos. A Philip Alanoa, el señor Pérez fueron puros y a Nata se lo dije, usted sí que es un duro. A Delkelito los duros que están sonando tofe, y es hora que reconozcan a Lara Street Prophet, a Ramírez, Enrique y toda la cepa cristiana, y a todos mis hermanos de Nación Dominicana, a todos los míos que hacen compas con la métrica, y a todos los ministerios de Latinoamérica, de la madre patria, es más del mundo entero, que darán a las naciones el mensaje verdadero. Valentía épica. Oye, dímelo renovado, Sara la Profeta, Robin Ram, Taylor, Lone, Baby Nori, Chalón, Avi, Sugar, Mike Medina, Eric Taulet, Michael Prats, Orcas, Romy Ram, Carl Detronic, Adiel Lara, Joseph, Ruz Vega, Santana, Omi Alta, Yariel, el arquitecto, Rubensky, Jaidan, Eliu, músico, los polifacéticos, Yadielo, Rey Junior, el Leo Paz, Yusan, el Levita, Ali de León, SR, Ronel Díaz, Chiclo, Harold Velázquez, Dímelo Ayala, José, Martín Suárez, Samito, Seti, Los Imparables, El Novato, Capellán, Travillo, Ley de C, Raza for Christ, Mujeres al Poder, Margaret Pérez, Jessica, Lisa Moya. Sigan orando por Alejandro. Oye, sé que se me están olvidando un montón. Oye, si no te mencioné, no es que eres menos importante. Al contrario, los últimos son primeros. Y si te sientes subestimado, Recuerda, el último que subestimaron venció la muerte. Convicción. Sale pronto.